Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to this Inform player review with me, boy FIFA Wonder, where we will be taking a look at the 84 rated Inform Partey. Now before we do, as always, if you enjoy the video, please remember to hit that like button as that will really help me out. And also subscribe to the channel for more player reviews, squad builders and more FIFA 20 content. That will be absolutely fantastic. And if you have any questions, obviously leave those in the comments below as I love reading what you guys have to say. So, we've seen the team that we've used him in. Now we're going to jump into his attribute details, and as you can see, he's got a lot of well-rounded stats. There are a fair few weaknesses on the card as well, but in the area that you're probably going to want to play him, he really does excel, and that is mainly because of his incredible interceptions there at 81, his very solid defensive awareness also at 81, and then his stand and slide tackles both at 85 and 83 respectively. Then you come on to his physicality, great jumping, very good stamina, really nice strength and good aggression. His pace is okay, you know, it's not the quickest, but it's decent and it's usable enough, good acceleration, good sprint speed. Areas that he does lack on is maybe his 1v1 finishing, but probably not too much of an issue. Definitely his balancing and his heading accuracy could be a little bit better, but overall definitely a very solid card. So now that we've seen those attribute details guys, let's jump into some in-game footage and hear what I thought about him. So my thoughts on Thomas Partey and his 84 rated Inform were that he was a very usable CDM, central midfielder. He is a very OP player in terms of winning the ball back, screening in front of the back four, and just being a useful player in various aspects with good all-round skills, but mainly in that defensive scenario. He will win tons of tackles, make loads of interceptions. He's very aggressive, very strong, good aerially in terms of his ability to get up in the air. Maybe doesn't have the best heading accuracy in the world when maybe in the box, but that's not too bad. He'll definitely win headers, and that is the most important thing, especially from goal kicks from your opposition. He really does find himself in very good areas. I like to keep him in a central position just in front of the back four, and he did that for me really well. Made loads of tackles, always played in good areas, and once he won the ball back, which he inevitably would because of his interceptions, his defensive awareness and his stand and slide tackle plus his aggression and strength, made him very good. If you set this guy on aggressive interceptions, he will do that all day long and he'll clean up. And then when he does get the ball, as I said, he's maybe not the most agile player in the world. He does feel a little bit clunky at times, but with a bit of space around him, he can definitely use the ball wisely because he's got really good short passing at 86 and his long passing is also pretty good. I found his range of passing really decent, good vision too. Obviously, if you get him in wide areas, he's not really going to be swinging in David Beckham like crosses. Doesn't have good crossing, his free kicks are poor and his curve is poor, but that's not really the issue. This guy is definitely going to play for most people as a CDM or a central midfielder and be one of the more defensive players. He's also got the high defensive work rates, which really fits in with that role. Don't get me wrong, if he does find himself higher up the pitch, as you will see with some of the goals that he scored me, he can find the back of the net. He's got insane shot power at 86, very good long shots at 83, and, you know, decent enough finishing for a more defensive player at 70. It's nothing really to brag about, but if the chance does present itself to him, he can tuck it away, and he has that in his locker too, which is always a good thing. In terms of his pace, yes, he's not the most mobile player in the world, and his agility and balance do leave a lot to be desired, but he does cover the pitch well, and you can obviously up these areas with the right chemistry style on him, which will make a big difference. For me though, he was always in good areas and he did enough to track back when he needed to. Not really an area that I would necessarily say is the most crucial. I would really just stick him in that defensive role, up his defensive stats as the first and foremost, and maybe try and upgrade his balance and agility would be a good area, because once he does win the ball, he actually does have decent enough ball control and dribbling. It's just the agility and balance do let him down and do make him feel a bit clunky. But you can obviously upgrade his pace as well and make him a little bit more overpowered, but for me really the dribbling and defense is where I would go, because he's already got really good physical. You're just making his defense even more overpowered, and then he's dribbling just to tidy him up when you do have an opponent who is playing a high press. So overall for me, I thought a good use of around sort of 50k or so. I think his price will probably come down to around the 35k, which I think would be a very good player for that money for this league. A player who can do a bit of everything, very solid when you use the right chemistry style on him, overall making him a very classy pick in my opinion. So that concludes the review guys. Let me know what you think about this card in the comments below. Hit that subscribe and like, and peace.